let's do this. Right. Hello. I thought this morning, or this afternoon now, I would do a quick unboxing of Solomon Kane, which came through the other day. So 3 old boxes. I definitely think in the Kickstarter there was a ton more, but I just got the basic pledge back when I got it. Now I think we originally backed this in like 2017, 2018, so it has taken quite a long time to come through. I know there was loads of delays, not to mention most recently the whole stuff around COVID, etc. So shipping was hard, but yeah, it's finally here. I'll talk about it as we go through, but when I first saw the game and played it, I really enjoyed it. I liked the cooperative play style of it as a family game, actually, working together. Because obviously, of course, if this wasn't that, you'd all want to play Solomon Kane. Doesn't matter what the other characters are. So what this game does is everybody is Solomon Kane, and you play a different element of Solomon Kane's sort of psyche, or what drives him. How daring is he going to be? So you play, I can't think what they're called now, but we'll pick it up as we go through. But you all play a different element of Solomon Kane, and then you decide how it's going to play out. And then as the story progresses, a bit like a choose your own adventure, as good things and bad things happen, you play out the story. So let's crack it open. As you can see, the cellophane is still on it. Pretty big old boxes. You can see that's the size of my hand. I've got quite big hands, so pretty deep boxes of stuff. And there's 3 of them to go through. So I think this is the main core box. So this would probably be what you get if you bought this at retail. I don't know if this game's going to happen to be on retail, but this will be the main box. And then the others will be all the stretch goals and other bits and pieces, I imagine. I have got the chat open, so if there's any questions about it as we go through. I have got another camera here, so we'll do some close-up stuff as and when we can. Let's get this lid off. It's quite airtight. Hey, there we go. There's the lid. So in here, straight off the top, we've got the quick getting started guide. The only thing I didn't show is obviously I also got in the box. Now I don't know if everyone gets this. I'll get them out at the end. I got some really nice artwork posters come through, so they were really cool. So quick start guide, the full-on rule book, which actually when we played it, it didn't feel too heavily based on, the rules weren't too crazy. There is, God, that's some heavy old books there. Let's take a look at this first. Now, it's very much a narrative-based game. So you're reading cards, you're reading the adventures, and then you're playing out the scenarios within those cards. So you've got the Rattle of Bones storybook, the Witchfinder storybook, so the Witchfinder General. You've got Skull in the Stars. That looks like a much smaller. So these are all stories, which is really cool. This will be, I think there might be classic stuff with Mythic Games, as they tend to provide both the English and French translation. So we might find in these cards later, and even in these books, that some of these are in French. Although, no, this is just called L'Ogre. That is actually an English storybook in there. Haunted Mountain. So already there's a whole load of stories to play. Death's Black Riders. The Beast of Bordeaux. And then we've got the Blue Flame of Vengeance. So off the bat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 adventure books straight off the bat. So that's pretty cool. and each one of them has, you know, quite a few chapters basically. So these are all chapters within the book. So I think there's quite a lot of playability in this game. I reckon by the time you get past those 8 chapters or those 8 storybooks, you might be quite done with it. Let's crack one open and take a look. So yeah, loads of cool artwork on the front. This is Death's Black Riders storybook. So about how to use the book. We won't go into any spoilers, but just kind of showing. Tells you the models you're going to need, the tiles you're going to need, any special rules, and then you're into it. You're into your first stage, and the cards. Yeah, there you go. So 8 of those, and you can see they're not thin. They've got some content in them. So that's pretty cool. Let's put this down for a sec. We've got some tiles. So we'll crack open some tiles. The first thing I'm noticing is they're not all different sizes, and that to me is a plus. Like if they're going to use tiles, I like them to be just squares, rather than all the weird and wonderful shapes you can get. So let me grab this again. It will be a bit reflective just because actually they have got a glossy finish on the tiles, but they're all double-sided, and then the movement spaces are designated by the lines. Nicely done, good quality, nice and thick. They don't feel like they're gonna, you know, bend up or. And as you can see, there's quite a few. Indoors and outdoors. That's really nice. We've got some custom dice. We've got some blank dice. Ooh. Find out what those are for. And so we've got some blank greens and some blank whites. We've got a token. I'm going to guess this designates the player. And some chips. But as you can see, inside the box, this is all storage. So loads of room to stick all your tokens and shenanigans. Right, card stock now, so let's have a look here. So darkness, event cards, you've got more darkness cards. So these are the story packs, so there you go, discovery cards to go with Rattle of Bones. We've seen that one pop up already. What's this? These are player aid. Let me focus that. So yeah, so the different types of skills, and so you give each one of these to each player to help explain what they need to do. So I'm going to guess these are all the different acts. Yeah, so you pick out these packs depending on which adventure you're going on. You would grab the relevant pack, and away you go. So this is where you pop the adventure. So when you've got it out, instead of just having the cards loose on the table, they've given you a nice card deck box to store it in. Yeah, and just more and more of the adventure decks. So there's another one, Death's Black Riders. Witchfinder General, and so forth. So actually, it looks like this is the English language version rather than. So certainly with Fantasy Brawl and Joan of Arc and a few other games, they supplied both the English and French translation, which is great. But it means for someone like me, I'm throwing away all of the French stuff. So this is at least just the stuff you need for the English version of the game. I've seen no double up in cards. It might be that actually in the packs they're doubled up, but the fact that this is English on the front and English on the back tells me that's probably not the case. So that's the main box, which means this is filled with models. So let's flip over to that other box. But so far, really nice quality. I'm surprised by the books. The books were not what I was expecting, and in a good way. I think they look really smart. The little binded books. That feels like a good quality product. So let's put the lid on that. Move that to the side. Slowly but surely. And we're in. Okay, cool. So let's jump to this book. So this is called the Arsenal box. So I'm assuming it's going to have, well, all the gubbins, all the models, all of the bits and pieces. Well, if there's no models, then I'm missing a box. Now, in the past, they have done it so you get the sort of the main box with everything in it, and then a stretch goals box. But my guess is this is probably everything in one. Let's go through this. Right, so slide this off. Oh, that's nice. I like that first of all, straight on top. This is kind of like, oh, that's upside down. Wait for the phone. There we go. This is like your status board, but if you can't see, it's actually got depth to it. So when you put your tokens and that in here, they slide up and down really easily. That's a nice board. I like that. Better than a flat piece where it all slides around. So this is what you play. So someone plays as kind of the strength, someone plays as clarity, compassion. No, that's not true. That's not true. These are just things that happen to Solomon Kane and depend on the outcome. That's not the name of, or maybe it is the name of the sort of attributes that you play of Solomon Kane. But I don't think one of them is called Dane. Don't think that's true. We'll find that out. I don't think that's true. But that's who you play. You play these kind of 4 elements of Solomon Kane. There is probably a proper word for it, but I can't think of it right now. Loads of cards, tokens. Mythic games have always done good tokens. They are what you expect. Nice and thick. So get the fun of punching all of those out later and putting them into the sort of storage within the main box. More tokens. Big stormy cloud. Lots of things that happen. Oh, look, there we go. Stormy on one side and heavenly on the other side. I'm sure that has its part to play. Okay, more floor tiles. I won't bother busting those out. You've seen what the floor tiles look like. They're really good. Okay, so this is the character card. So I will get these out. Let me put this one down for a sec so I can cut this. And I'll give you a close-up of the character cards. There we go. So you've got, these are the characters that you play. So you've got Justice, you've got Temperance, Courage, and Prudence. So normally, I think these are the 4 players that you would take control of. So, and they give each of him the ability to move, or the ability to fight, or the ability to do something. So yeah, they give bonuses to Solomon Kane as he goes on his adventure. Providence, I don't remember what this one's for, and clearly there is also a darkness player, which I think someone can take control of, or the game can control. And clearly when darkness is on the board, bad things are probably going to happen. But I think you can have someone play as darkness, which is why there's a proper player card for them. But again, really nice, because they're all inset. When you put your dice in here, they actually won't flip around. And the model, I'm guessing also, my bet is the model fits into this inset here as well. So that's really nice. I like that. I'm actually a little bit excited to play it. I wasn't too sure because it's been a long time. You know, you lose a bit of momentum for games, but now I've seen it, I'm quite looking forward to playing it. These are very reminiscent of like sort of Hero Quest pieces of paper, but here's where you can track the various things going on in the game or your characters. Yeah, isn't that cool? And there's a lot of them, so you're not running out of those. What I've done in the past is what I did with my Hero Quest ones, because I didn't ever want to run out of them, I would laminate like 4 of them and then just put the rest away and just use the laminated ones, wipe off, use erasable pens on there so you can wipe it off. Right, let's open a box of miniatures. That's what this will be. Well, there's the man himself. There is Solomon Kane. So let's have a look at these. Now, if I remember rightly, oh, camera's flipped. 1 second. Come on, wakey wakey, flip back. Seriously, you're not going to flip back? There we go. Yeah, they're what you expect from Mantic. No, Mythic, not Mantic. Mythic games. You know, they're good. They're good. Okay, they're good quality miniatures. They're fine. They look fine. They're single piece, so there's no sticking them together. They've got fine little details on them, and you can paint them up to look great. I don't think I'll be painting this up. I might do what I've done with others and just give it a zenith. So go black and then just put a white zenith off because it is a board game. I don't think I'm up for painting this entire set. Yeah, but rather than play with greyish green, there's like a green tint to them. Rather than play with greyish green, I'd rather play with zenith models because they just look nice. I'll pick out some of them. There's a body. Yeah, there's a. So that's how you're going to discover. So you've got wolves in there. You've got this blacksmith guy. You've got some guards. Now there's the. I think he's the CEO of Mythic Games. There he is. He always gets a miniature in the game. For some reason I can't focus on him though. Okay. Sorry, buddy. You're not going to get focused on for some reason. No focus for you. But yeah. And that's just box 1. So that's a good chunk of meat. There's some ghouls in there by the looks of it. Some good miniatures. Right, let's jump into another box. Okay, all snugly back in there. Or not. Oh. Let's go with one of these smaller boxes. Right, this feels like this is where the Prudence and all that sort of. Yeah, these are the big ones. Oh no, these are. Oh, there's a mixture here. So we've got some of the character models. So these are the things that. Oh no, I don't want to turn my camera off. 1 second. There we go. Let's try this way. So there we go. That looks like that's the evil one. What was it called? Death, was it? No, it wasn't called Death, was it? It was called Darkness. So there you go. I think this is Darkness, and my hope. Yeah, there you go. It does fit into the little slot on the card. So because you can take them on and off the board depending on the situation in the game. So when it's not on the board, it sits in your little player card. Then when you want to use it, you take it off, put it on the board, and away you go. And then you've got some bigger things that you're going to come across. This kind of ogre looking guy. You've got, that looks like another one of all these swords that like they are quite thin. Be a little bit careful with this model. That looks like no, I don't think it's Providence. It might be. Actually, I think this is Providence. And I don't think I can get a proper focus on it. For some reason, this is not focusing. So I will move my hand away. There we go. And then some big old. This is a bear. Pretty standard looking bear. And then a big old wolf, much bigger than the wolves in the other box. Underneath there is, okay, I've seen these, we actually played with these in the game, these kind of wraiths that come after Solomon Kane as he's going about his adventure. I have seen those before. This is going to go this way around. Nope. This way around? Nope. Okay. Okay, so that's those. Let's jump into the next one. These ones don't quite fit in the box because I feel the cardboard's slightly bowed. Right, so here are your player. So yes, this is what these are. So these are your other, who you are when you're playing the game. So Justice is, there you go, there's Justice with her scales. And the other characters. We'll grab one out so we can take a closer look. So yeah, they would be super easy to paint, but I'm not going to paint this entire game. I don't have that in me. But I'll happily chuck a zenith on them, so at least they've got a look to them at least. So yeah, they represent your sort of virtues. I think that's what they're called. They might be called virtues. The word might have just come to my head. I think they are the virtues of Solomon Kane. Oh, these look cool. Are these witch? I think these are going to be some sort of witch hunters. They've got those kind of hats, and they are zooming along. These are quite a nice style to them. They are whizzing along with their lanterns out. I like those a lot. Those are nice models. Yep. Those are probably my favourite models so far that we've pulled out. The four of them. I like those guys. Okay. Sorry for the scratchy box noises, but this is the last box of models. I am glad that it's this many and not more. Some of Mythic's games can be model overload. So this is more of the same really. Characters for various adventures, some more ghouls and ghosts, and some, you know, this interesting butcher guy. Some vagabonds and some ladies for Solomon Kane to meet some more of those wraiths, some townsfolk it looks like, maybe even a pirate there. Yeah, I don't know why this is having trouble. I'm going to just put my finger over it and see if I can make it refocus. Right, we can refocus. There we go. Yeah, I like the butcher guy. It's cool. Yeah. So they're cool. So far, actually, I am happy with it. I've got one more box to go, which I think was a Kickstarter exclusive. It's an additional adventure, I think. I think it might have just been a stretch goal. Right, so that went there. Now you got to play box Jenga. That went there. That went there. That went there. These went there. That went there. That went there. That went on top. Now, by the time you break it all down and put it into the various, well, certainly that main box, all that token space, you'll be able to probably break this down. Hopefully I can break it down into a single box. That's what I want to be able to do. I'm not a fan of games that take up several boxes, because that's somewhere in this room that I have to store it. So, and we're done. Right, let's grab the last one. So this is called The Right Hand of Doom. Come on, camera. There we go. The Right Hand of Doom adventure. So yeah, a standalone adventure. So definitely my hope is that I can make the room to at least get rid of this box, so I don't have to keep another box. It does say on it age 18 plus. That can't be right, because I'm playing this with a 13-year-old and a 9-year-old. So maybe this just one adventure is a bit more gruesome than the others, maybe. So it doesn't say that on the rest of the box. This dude has cut his hand off. So yeah, adventure book. Just a singular model. Oh, this is definitely getting broken down. There's just a singular model in here, which is the right hand on a bedpost or something, reaching for that candle in that book. So clearly this is going to be some sort of demonic hand. And then the adventure deck. So really simple, not too much time to spend on that. And absolutely, I will be able to break this box down so I don't have to store this box. Right, there you go. Quick whistle whistle stop tour, that's what I was looking to say, of Solomon Kane by Mythic Games. We will come back hopefully soon with an actual play of the game. I'll let you know how it goes. But yeah, hopefully that was good. If you do see us on Twitch, hello. If you're seeing this on YouTube, come over to Twitch and give me a follow. It's the Hobby Lodge on Twitch. But hopefully, yeah, if you got yours, let me know what you think. Let me know what your game plays like. But yeah, right. I'm going to walk over and turn this off. But thanks for watching. Bye. See you later, everyone.